This video is brought to you by Toysarama UK. Use promo code TURTLETALK upon checkout and receive up to 10% off of these selected lines. That's promo code TURTLETALK. Link is in the description. What is going on, toy fan? Project Piper Customs here, and welcome back once again to another Project Piper Customs review. Hope you all are well, and yeah, what have we got on the table today? Well, it certainly isn't an action figure, nor is it an action figure custom. In fact, what we have is something that all toy photographers and collectors can never have enough of, and that is accessories. Okay, now sometimes we get lucky with an official action figure release, you know, that we're just swamped with accessories and props that come with it to keep us posing for days, and sometimes we're not. But majority of the time we're outsourcing for our props and accessories from creatives within the community, or we're making them ourselves. But sometimes a company likes to throw their hat in the ring, and that is what we have before you today. And this company here is called Super Action Stuff, and we have their 3 latest accessory packs, which include the Firepower pack, the Bag of Violence, and their Super FOODIE series. Now, I picked all 3 of these up at Toysarama UK. You may have heard that name thrown around the channel here and there, and if you haven't, that means you're new, and if you're new, I would highly recommend and also ask very kindly if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell to stay up to date with the latest content dropping, and there's plenty on the channel for you to sink your teeth into regardless. But yeah, we'll be looking at all 3 of these packs today in this video, so if there's a particular pack you're interested in over the others, I will be leaving timestamps in the description so you can just go and jump straight to it. Alright, and with that, let's get this show on the road and start having a look. Alrighty Roo, and the first pack we're going to be looking at, Firepower. So this here is the Firepower set. As you can see, it is filled to the brim with loads and loads of goodies. Alright, so we've got all bits and bobs in here. Spinaroonie. Okay, as you can see, Super Action Stuff, Firepower. And here we have action accessories compatible with popular 6 and 7 inch scale, that's 112 and 110 action figure lines. Some accessories may require a sticky adhesive for better results, and that they mean blue tack. Okay, blue tack, sticky tack, wherever you can get your hands on, obviously, because different lines, different sizes, different scale weapons, you know the drill by now. So here we have, the set contains 19 pieces of mass destruction. Nice. Gives you a list of everything included. Spin it back round and get a good look. Now it says there's 19, but it doesn't look like there's 19, so let's have a count. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, count that as 2, 15, 16, 17. So there's actually 17 bits in here, unless I'm missing something. Won't know until we bust it open. But yeah, as of now, it looks to be short too, but you know, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it all looks hot, so let's break it open. Okay, so here we have Jubilee from Marvel Legends, and she's displaying one of the first pieces that I wanted to look at from this set, which was the electrical spark effect. Okay, it's yellow, translucent, and for me this also kind of gave the illusion of fireworks, which is the reason why I wanted it with Jubilee, so it can sort of, you know, display her power a bit more. I thought this would be an ideal effect to do that. Okay, and as it's translucent, we can light it up. All right, so before we do that, let me just have a look and bring it close. Now, there is a little hole here, just there, and I managed to wedge some of her fingers in, okay, and got her into a decent pose. It does make her a little bit top heavy, okay, but she is holding it, just like that. Okay, so now what I want to do is demonstrate with the light, and use one of my cubes here. So let's turn it on, bing, we'll just use the one because it goes up. Okay, so here, as you can see, lighting it from the front, it kind of picks it up, but doesn't really do anything, plus your figure is completely washed out in light. So if you're in toy photography and you want to use this effect to display her power, best thing to do, as I said many a times, when you're lighting translucent effects, always hit the light from behind. Let the light pass through it, okay, and then you'll get the bright effect that you're looking for. So like this, so if I bring it around the back, okay, and hit it like that, as you can see, boom, it's firing up. Okay, I've got it overhead, and the light is just passing through. All right, just obviously you've got a little bit of glare because I'm hitting my lens, but with a camera and with the light source to one side, there she goes, crackling and sizzling. All right, Boom. And obviously the closer you bring your light, the more it's going to light up. Okay, so I thought this is pretty sweet, and for me this works. This works really well. So I'll be really looking forward to using this in some shots. And also, if you wanted to, have a shot of someone, chainsawing something metal, Wolverine's claws clashing against something, this would be an ideal effect to have in place. But yeah, so this works with Jubilee, and yeah, looking forward to using it in more displays. Okay, the next piece I wanted to look at is right here, right, which is this smoke grenade poof effect. Okay, but we have a throwing motion, as you can see here. Nice little effect, and it has this arc, okay, which will simulate obviously a little smoke grenade being thrown and poof, the explosion afterwards. Now it does sit at an angle, so you can see the arc is leant over. I would rather it be upright like this, okay, but it is what it is. So the flat area is here, and this works well for, as you can see, being demonstrated by Deadpool, obviously in a throwing pose, or if you can get a good angle, you can have grenade launcher effect. Okay, so it's just bang. Okay, so this is a good effect to simulate something like this within your toy photography. Okay, the next piece I want to look at is this, the missile launching effect. Okay, so here we have it, and this is a two-piece, and this splits apart like so. So we have the missile here, looking real nice, clean paintwork. Okay, some good sculpt here, and this just ports into this translucent trail effect, translucent orange, which means we can get some light behind it. Okay, and this is good to port into some bazookas that come with figures. I think there's some with Marvel Legends and some recent ones with Mezco. And with some sticky tack, you'll be able to just slot this in. But the missile is pretty big, so I don't know if it will work as a rocket from an RPG or more like a surface-to-air missile or something like that. So, like for instance, you could have it, as you saw before. Okay, you could have it like here, flying towards Superman. Or you can have multitude. If you buy multiple packets, you can have them coming from all different corners, as they're about to launch at him. Something like this, it gives you a chance to play with your perspectives and yeah, get a bit creative. All right, let's see how this looks with some light. Okay. Yeah, that effect looks pretty sick in the light. So I've just got the light here. Oh, boom, there you go. Bring it a bit closer. Bosh. Yeah, that looks pretty tight. Okay, just gives you more options for your display. And sticking with Superman, but not the Mezco, can't have the soft goods getting tatted up with blue tack, we have these, which are the awesome ricochet effects. Okay, we have them in a translucent yellow, and these look awesome, to be honest. I mean, I've not come across effects like these before, but the ideas are flooding in already for different applications. Okay, so we have them here. We have a long one and we have a short one. All right, and the great thing about these is that they're on a ball peg. Can you believe that? So you can angle the direction any way you want. So you can have it this way, that way, this way, any which way. They've got a flat surface at the bottom, so you can tack it straight to the body, and yeah, get a look at that peg. And yeah, awesome little sparkle sort of impact effect going around the edge. And yeah, I really am looking forward to getting these stuck on him and a bit of displaying. So we're going to plonk them on with a bit of blue tack, and we'll see you in a minute. There she goes, and look at that. There you have bullets ricocheting off Man of Steel from any which way you want. Okay, and next up we have these, the muzzle flashes. Definitely a favourite piece of mine in the set. Okay, these can really help elevate your toy photography, and you get a multitude of different sizes, which is absolutely great. Same style of muzzle flash, but loads of different sizes. So we have two small ones on Deadpool's pistols, and for Boba Fett and Carl we have the medium. All right, and then of course on the Punisher we have a large, which is just a little bit larger than the medium, but there is 6 in total, so we've got 5 on display here, and of course I've got one aside. I'm going to bring into you right now to have a little look-see. Okay, so as you can see there, get some light on it. Nice translucent orange, which is really great. All right, if we spin it around, you can see the little hole there for where you can peg in. Now the Punisher one, the one that's on Punishers, actually has a little a peg. Alright, so you can probably peg it into a weapon if it's large enough, but majority of them all have holes, and all of them are with blue tack. As you can see here, we've got blue tack on the go, and all of them are attached with blue tack right now. Okay, so yes, with translucent orange you can obviously hit it with some light and get that effect to pop, that glow. And what's great is with the different sizes, they'll scale with most of your different size figures and weapons, so you don't have to worry about that at all. Alright, and these are awesome, and definitely a reason to get the set. But wait, there's more. Not only do we get these awesome muzzle flashes, we get something to complement all these awesome muzzle flashes. We have a blood splatter effect. Alright, this is really nice. Love the angle of the splatter just coming out that way. You know, casting this really nice translucent red really gives you that nice raw blood effect, and also make a great exit wound. As you can see here on the bottom, it's concaved, it's got a little bit of indentation, which is perfect. So we're going to try and balance it on my little finger. All right, here we go. Oh, nearly. There it is. Perfect for the back of your enemy's head. And last but not least, we have these. Alright, these are a motion effect, a motion swoosh or a punch or a power. Okay, as you can see, it's got that swoop. And yeah, we got one here that encapsulates the whole fist in translucent red. And we've got the other one just up top that obviously has exposed, so you can expose the fist on it. Bring Spidey forward, and we're going to try them on. We're going to look at the enclosed fist one. As you can see, there's a hole. The fist can just slip straight in. Now, there is no grip, so it is just a matter of balance, but that depends on the figure that you use for them, and the size of the fist. Smaller figures, they may not, they may slip straight off, but it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. You know, really exaggerate that punch with the motion. Okay, so let's try the other one now. This one it is a bit fiddlier. You know, obviously it's not smooth. There is a little bit of a gap there that you can just slip the wrist, the fist straight through. And yeah, it's not as easy as the other one, but once you do get it in, and it will just sit comfortably like that. And yeah, really exaggerate that punch. You know, these will work on obviously characters that do have a power or energy effect like a Dragon Ball Z. But as I don't have any of those, I do have Spidey, red on red. I thought this worked pretty well, and this will look great for some toy photography. So yeah, really happy with these. Okay, and next up we have Bag of Violence. Now this set looks pretty awesome. Okay, lots of blood effects and all different kinds of stuff. Similar packaging as we got to the Firepower pack. Alright, so there we are. Let's spin it around. And yeah, nice design Bag of Violence. And yeah, we have the same write-up as we did in the first pack. Okay, and here we have, this set contains 18 pieces. Okay, 18 as opposed to last time. List of items there. Alright, nice graphics. Spin it around. Let's count how many we've actually got in there. Okay, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So we're too short again. We were too short in the last one. Okay, so yeah, obviously where they've got it here is, yeah, they obviously just made a mistake on both sets. So I'm not sure what happened there, but that's enough of that. Let's crack this bad boy open. Alright, and to kick us off with this set, you know, I had to break out the usual suspects, a bit of variation from each scale, threw in Joker in there for reasons why you'll see in a minute. But yeah, I thought these would look best for what we got coming up, and that is of course the weapons. Nice tidy little selection here. Okay, we got a nice little crowbar, fireman's axe, couple of different baseball bats, and I think these will look great in their hands. And of course I will be taking pictures of these weapons in each of their hands. But yeah, these look really good quality on them. The paint job, can't knock them at all. And yeah, so what we're going to start off with, let's have a look at the baseball bat. Okay, yeah, now this is a steel baseball bat. Scaling wise looks pretty good, good quality, quite solid. You know, been a while since I've held one of these myself, so you know, it's quite, you know, it makes me feel like a giant. But yeah, so I think we're going to look at the Punisher. And yeah, good old Mezco hands are nice and pliable. We'll see how this one looks in Mr. Frank Castle's hands. Pop him off. Okay, best thing to do when the Mezco, just to save the pegs. Alright, it's just to get them off the hands. Get the hands off the arms, and then you can get the weapon inside. Come on, there you go. There it is. Fits nice and well. Slip it back on. Come on. Yeah. There she goes. And yeah, that looks pretty decent to me in terms of scaling. You know, there nothing looks off. It looks pretty decent size. So I think this will look really good in your 6-inch size, like the Marvel Legends and your Mezcos. So yeah, this looks really nice. Nice to see Frank Castle swinging a bat into someone's head, and this will be really good. I can't wait to take some shots of this. Okay, and next up we have this mace baseball bat thing, the most obscure weapon in the pack, and yeah, fits nicely with the most obscure character, sits well in his hand, you know, good grip on it, so this will work really well for the comic book version too, and yeah, good weight to the bat as well, so a solid piece, and yeah, fits nicely, and can't wait to display him taking it to someone's head. It's going to be fun. Okay, and here we have the crowbar. Now you know why I brought the Joker out. Fitting weapon, and yeah, for obvious reasons. And yeah, this is obviously a smaller scale weapon in terms of what it is, but it's a larger piece, and I honestly think this works really well with the 7-inch size, obviously with the McFarlane and the NECA, as more so than the smaller stuff like you see the SHF and the Mafex. You might get away with it with the Marvel Legends and the Mezco, the 6-inch range, but anything smaller than that, I just don't think this is going to work. But yeah, for the 7-inch Joker, this looks a treat. I can't wait to start shooting with it. Alright, and last but certainly not least, we have the axe. No better person to have the axe than the axe wielder himself, Mr. Thor. Okay, here we are. So we've got the Mafex Infinity War Thor, and yeah, as you can see, he's holding it pretty well. I do believe this is a good size for the size figure he is. You know, as you can see, he's holding it in one hand. Oh, no, hold on. It's a bit wide from Stormbreaker. So if you're going to use a smaller size figure, you might want better hands. Okay, but yeah, I can't seem to get this. Right, there we are. Okay, got him there. Right, as I was saying, yeah, I do believe this is a good scale weapon that will work really well with the smaller stuff, as well as the the mid-range of the 6-inch figures. So I think Mafex and SH Figure Arts, I think these will be fine with this weapon, and yeah, even possibly with some force perspective, even the larger stuff with NECA and McFarlane. So I think this is a good size weapon all round, and yeah, a great addition to your arsenal. And no, Mr. Wick doesn't get a weapon, because he doesn't need one. And the set didn't come with a pencil. Okay, next in the pack we have these, okay, which is the very same ones that we saw in the Firepower set, but we have them here in translucent red. Okay, so same ones again. Alright, so these are like the ricochet effects, but we have the short and the long one. Alright, just like that, if I can get it to focus. Okay, move exactly the same way. Obviously there's a ball joint, so they can move up and down, left, right and centre, just in there, they can twist. But I thought these would actually, as they're red, look quite good as, I don't know, Star Wars blast effects, which is why you can see I have Boba and Cara Dune there. Okay, or exit wounds again for gunfire. So, you know, let's put some tack on and have a look. Okay, here we are, and I actually think these work really, really well as some sort of Star Wars blast effects, you know, the translucent red, and if you get some light behind them, they're going to pop just like with the other effects as well. And yeah, just, you know, for like stormtroopers and stuff like that, I think these are going to work really well in some of your Star Wars displays and toy photography. And next up we have these swoosh in motion effects again, same set as we had before, but this time we have them in translucent clear as opposed to red, so they're see-through. And yeah, we have them on Superman on both arms, and I personally think these look great on Superman as giving you that exaggerated fast moving motion punch. Okay, you can really feel that motion behind it. And yeah, these are a little bit fiddly to get them on Superman, on the Mafex that was, but I think these will work well in any scale figure that you have, especially with something a little bit larger, and it will really get that joint tight in there. So yeah, these will look good. And now I'm making some room for arguably my favourite pieces of this set, the blood effects. Okay, these look amazing and definitely worth having for this set alone. You know, always handy to have some good style blood effects. And here, as you can see, we have some real massive splatter effects and some more up close and personal ones. And we're going to get up close and personal with them right now. So let me just plonk these to one side and let's have a look at these. Okay, so let's starting off with this one in the middle here. Okay, and these again translucent red, and these can be used for any scale figure you want. Okay, these are ideal for your violent setups. You know, however you want to display them. Okay, so we have more of a sort of like a toon style splatter. You know, more of a, you know, that would look good on say like the floor. okay, as a puddle, or you could even have it tacked up against, like say this, you know, just for some aftermath effect, you know. Lots of options for you there. We have this one, which again I believe is some sort of like puddling, or you know, maybe just some sort of instant hit and it's just getting splattered everywhere. Interesting design, this one, but you've got one side that's flat and smooth just here, and this one's textured. Again, really awesome, and lots of ways you can implement that. And here we have my favourite of the three large splatter effects, this one here. This is great. This is more of like a side hit, where you're being hit and it's just coming at you. You know, also great for possibly having Wolverine coming with his claws, as if he's clawing the side of an enemy. And, you know, the entrails here are just trailing off of his blades as he's cut through and leaving this nasty wound. Okay, or anything like a sudden impact down and just, you know, lots of options here. And I love the way this one looks. All right, so yeah, but textured both sides and flat on the end. Good stuff. Now we get to the smaller scale bits and pieces. All right, and we have these two here, which look great as even better exit wound effects. So you have one large, one small. Okay, long thin streaks of blood. And again, these could be awesome being tacked at the back of an enemy's head as they've been shot, and having this bit of bullet just come and exiting out, leaving a trail of blood behind. And obviously a shorter one for some up close and personal attacks, you know, or you could have it coming out of their mouth, being hit, you know, lots of options with these, and that's what's great about it. Put them to one side. We have this one, which is also really good. It's kind of like just a big like sort of cloud, the splatter. Obviously it starts off thin here, okay, and then sort of just exits out into this cloud. Okay, so this might be like a real up close exit wound as well. You know, lots of exit wound options in this pack, but I really like the look of this one. Okay, great details there. And this part again, maybe another favorite of mine. Okay, we have this, which easily could work for like some sort of axe attack, you know, coming straight down the middle and just having it splatter either side. You could have it with a sledgehammer. Lots of different ways to implement this piece here. Okay, beautifully done, beautifully casted. And yeah, can't wait to get these in my display. And also just for the little cherry on top, and with just like with the firepower set, you get an extra one of these. Okay, we saw this originally earlier, and yep, you get a second. Okay, so another one of them, and yeah, that is just a fantastic selection of different blood effects to work into your display and your toy photography. And now we've come to the last pack of the set. Boom. The Super Action Stuff FOODIE pack. Okay, let's bring this bad boy up close and let's have a look. Alright, now I'm aware that they have done a couple of these, okay, but we managed to get our hands on this one here, and all of it looks good variety of different bits and pieces. Now, obviously straight out the gate, these do have the sort of animated toon comic book style deco paint job on them. Okay, so these will probably work better for those kind of figures, you know, your anime and your comic book stuff. But you know, there are some few pieces in here that I believe will work for your live action movie figures as well. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Okay, as you can see, good look on the front here. All right, all looking good. So you've got the pizza box, you've got a can of soda, beer tankard, so you can see the ice cream, what we've got: burrito, banana, apple, taco, bottle of water, phone, can of beer, pizza, hot dog, whiskey, turkey leg, and a chimichanga. We know what character will love that for sure. Alright, so good variety there. Spin around. Alright, there we go. Pretty much, you know, this is the only one that has a different sort of layout to the other packs, but again, gives you an advice on using reusable adhesive putty. You know, that means blue tack. Alright, but you know, majority of these figures have grip in hand, so you shouldn't have anything to worry about too badly in that. Alright, but yeah, what I do enjoy is that each one of these foods has a pretty comical little write-up, so I'll let you freeze frame on that and have a pause so you can have a read. Alright, and yeah, some of them are quite sarcastic. Okay. Yeah, some of them are pretty decent and quite funny, which is cool. I like that. I like when packaging, they actually give a damn about the packaging too. You know, it just makes it a bit more fun. Alright, so there we are. That's enough talking about it. Let's start having a look. Alright, and here is a look at some of these pieces in the hands of some of these figures. Now we have a little usual suspects lineup. I don't have much in the way of toon and comic book figures. I am a movie guy. But here we have the obvious choice for the pizza, of course, is a toon turtle. Alright, and of course we have here the Spider-Verse Peter B. Parker with the phone and beer bottle. And of course I had to bust out Deadpool, movie version of course, for the chimichanga. And these all look really good. These really do look good, scale and everything else, you know, so I do believe these work. But let's have a closer look just quickly at this one here, the pizza box. Alright, this is the biggest piece of the set, and here we are, the nice logo here, oven fresh, hot and tasty pizza. Now this isn't an actual box so you can open, this is literally just two pieces of plastic glued together, but you know, the deco is nice and it does give you the illusion that we have a nice tasty pizza within. Okay, so if I put that down a second, bring you over here and you can get a look at that pizza slice. Now Mikey here does hold it really well. Alright, it's got that little fold, you know, the gravity's taking hold of when he's holding it up like that, so it does droop, got a nice droop, and there's a good paint scheme going on with the pepperoni. Alright, it does have that toon feel, not much detail other than the yellow and the red and the brown for the crust, but it does work for some pizza for these toon turtles. Okay, and I think that looks really good. Okay, so let's pop him back over here. Alright, just going to leave the box to one side and we're going to have a look here with Peter B. Parker. Alright, now the cell phone is just on with some sticky tack, as you can see it just there. Alright, let's get a better focus in. Alright, and it does look good even with the toon figure, you know. And here we have the beer bottle, holding it nicely in his hand, and this looks pretty wild. Okay, and the cell phone itself, got a bit of a, you know, incoming call going on. Alright, the details, we have the little camera at the back, so this could be used for your live action stuff or your comic book stuff. You know, you've got plenty of options there. You go back on the phone, mate. Alright, yeah, and this, have a look at this beer bottle, stay upright. Okay, nice little deco, nothing crazy, just simple little logo. Alright, bosh. Okay, so pop that over the side. Sorry to take away your drink, but put you over there, stand up, there you go. And we're going to have a look here, as Deadpool is, curiously, at this chimichanga. Alright, this fits nicely in his hand. This is the movie version. Of course, this will work just as good with your comic book versions, or your Figma version for that matter. Okay, but yeah, this is painted nice detail on the cheese top. Okay, and we get a look inside too. So that all looks good to me. Okay, great stuff, great food to add some variety to your displays. Okay, and these will work on multitude of figures. So those are those pieces there. Now we're going to have a dive in and look at what's left. Okay, so before everything drops on the floor, let's bring in this gigantic bottle of whiskey. And this is obviously very colourful with the bright orange and the black. Obviously a lot of flat colours and the very basic logo. This is very much a toon sort of inspired piece. Okay. So yeah, this could work in definitely your other displays. Like, of course, I've got a little sort of alleyway setup going on for this entire review. So there's a few pieces here that would work for like trash, you know, that you could have scattered around. You see, I've got a few bits and pieces there already, but stuff like obviously the pizza box. Okay, we've got the beer bottle, as you've seen. All right, and then of course we've got, this is another little great piece, the half-eaten apple. All right, if I can get my fingers around it, there you go. There's a stalk, nice and glossy, with the bite taken out of it, and that could just be strewn on the floor somewhere. All right, really great piece. We do have the tankard of beer, very much a toon-esque animated cartoon style deco for it. All right, with the overflowing froth. Okay, so this will probably work best with your toon figures, but again, looking good, very flat basic colours. And for some general purpose foods, here we have the half-eaten banana. Okay, I love the details in the actual banana, on the skin peel and on the banana itself. You know, bite taken out of it. And yeah, this looks really good. So this could work easily for your for either movie, live action, or cartoon, toon-based comic book stuff. And then again, we have the ice cream. Okay, so let's pop the chimichanga out of Deadpool's hand for 2 seconds. All right, sorry mate, you have to take that away. And then we'll have a look and see what this looks like. Okay, and that doesn't, I mean, obviously this Deadpool doesn't have, you gotta have the right hands, obviously, you know, with the right accessories, get some open hands going on your figs. Okay, and yeah, curious about the ice cream, but he holds out well. Again, not too much of a toon inspired, you know, colour scheme, this could work very much so for your live action stuff too. Good scale, you know, I love the little detail here. Okay, I love the detail on the cone, the wafer cone, great piece there. And of course what I also love as well, here we have the donut, the glazed ring donut. This actually looks like you could eat it, it's crazy. But again, something that Deadpool can hold. All right. Yeah, here you go. He loves the donut. Okay, very, very good. This will work for some Simpsons figures. Again, loads of other bits and pieces. Awesome details there in the glaze. Fantastic, love it. Okay, so pop you over there, Deadpool. Let's crack on. Moving on to some other food pieces, we have here the hot dog. Again, I do believe this could work for your live action stuff. It's got a very simple paint job to it, but you know, there's enough details there with the bread and the sauce, and this will look great. Let's have a look and see what it looks like on Mr. Peter B. Parker. He's got a big enough hand to hold it. Okay, a little bit of blue tack can help it out too, but yeah, I think that looks pretty decent. Holds it really well. Awesome stuff. Okay, so you can have him holding his beer or holding some food. Obviously he's got this hobo sort of look to him at the moment. Okay, there we are. We have this ginormous turkey leg. I believe this is a turkey leg with a little bit of a bite taken out of it. This is more obviously toon paint job with it. And all of these you could easily give you know, a little bit of a touch up with some paint and give them some more detail. That is up to you. Okay, gigantic piece of food right there. I'm not sure how I'd fit this or who I would display this with if I was to use it, but you know, there'll be options. And here we have the burrito. Okay, silver foil wrapping. Okay, lots of detail inside for the filling. We have the lettuce, and of course, yeah, all the chili and stuff like that. Looks really, really good with the wrap too. And then of course we have the taco, another favourite of Deadpool's. This looks good. Looks very similar to the one that comes with the comic book Deadpool as well. So it's good to have another one of those. And then of course we get to some drinks now. We have a bottle of water. There we go. Again, this is a more toon style look. Okay, with the water drop there. We have the can of, have I got that out the right way? No, there you go. Pop Schniz. Ah! Flipped out my hand, there you go. Pop Schniz. Nice little simple design. Silver top, love the detail there. A great little can. Again, this could be used as some sort of trash accessories for your display. And then of course we have a simple can of beer. Alright, again with the can details looking real good. Overall, these sets are fantastic. As I said in the beginning, you can never have enough accessories. No matter what kind of outlet you use, it's good to see an official company throw their hat in the ring and offer us a new variety. I really hope they do more with this series. Whether it be weapons, effects or food, I will most definitely be picking up others in this series. So no matter what it is you collect within the 112 scale range, there will definitely be a place for these accessories within your collection. And as I said in the beginning, I picked all of these up from Toysarama UK, and there will be links to all 3 sets in the description. And that is it for this review. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Let me know if you're going to be picking up any of these sets in the comments, or whether you have them. Let me know what you think of them. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Keep grinding, keep shooting, keep displaying, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.